Hey guys, Ryu here with another vid for Blender. This one's gonna be a quick tip for people who use Decal Machine. Let's say you're creating a decal pack and you would like to preview the whole decal pack in Blender with one click. Decal Machine allows you to do it, so you can just simply go to D menu, select your pack, hold Alt and click on a plus. This will basically drop all the decals in a line. So if you're gonna grab a plane and go to Edge mode, press GX to extend it. Go to look depth, right, and then Alt M with my hard ops to add material, and then we're gonna press Ctrl I to invert the selection. Yeah, hard ops sometimes does it, kind of freezes Blender for like a few seconds. I don't know why after adding material. It's kind of weird, man. Ctrl I to invert it, D and project. So now you get all the decals projected into the scene, and you can go really closely and inspect if you like the shading of your decals. So that's one way of doing it. Now with trim sheet it's a little bit different because you don't press you don't hold Alt, you actually just click on a trim sheet. If you hold Alt, it will add a piece of a trim sheet to a selected area of faces. So subdivide it and press R several times so the squares are really tiny, like this. And I'm gonna click on one of these little buggers and press D and simply add a trim sheet. Now I'm gonna show you a new trim sheet that we created for you. It's trim sheet 8 and 9, and the pack should be dropping probably tomorrow. It's gonna be coming together with the trim sheet 7 and bonus video, so if someone missed it, you're gonna have a chance to buy it, plus 2 additional trim sheets. Now these trim sheets are a bit different because what I was going for was the paneling effect for like hull floors, etc. So you're gonna be able to cover massive amounts of geo with very faint detail that doesn't really pull much attention. Okay, so let me show you the new trims very quickly. The idea behind it was to create kind of like a paneling of flooring that is tileable, but in a different way, so you don't have to follow quads, because normally with trim sheets what you need to do is you need to follow quads, right? So if you don't have quads, you have angles, you're gonna have problems. Now this trim sheet 7 and 9, sorry, 8 and 9 were created in a way that will allow you to add kind of like a infinite paneling. This one is a bit stretched, so we're gonna fix it. So adjust S, X, let's scale it a bit, there you go. Kind of like an infinite paneling, you see. You can add it to wherever you want because they very specifically cut that allow you for literally infinite flooring. Trim sheet 8 has another one. There's 3 or 4 in total between those trim sheets. This one will be another one. And together it just creates really cool patterns, and like I said, it works on spaces where you have angles. You just need a bit of finessing, so press C, let's do something like this and connect it in here. Well, that's a bit of a pig, let's do it again. So K and C and here and here and enter, there we go. Now let's grab this, for example, right? And we're going to press D and maybe add this one, okay? And see, even though there's an angle, of course we need to straighten up a bit. So SX, I think. Yep. Do something like this. And you can move them too, so GX and move them a little bit here so they match. Boom. And if you need to run something here, you can, because you can always split it, and you can just simply add something in the middle, like for example, I don't know, something like that, right? This is from the non-textured, I think, so let's grab a textured one. There we go, boom, and you sort it. So these are fantastic, for example, for corners, like you have a corner and then that is rounded, okay, like this, right? And you got this, let's just unwrap it to empty. And you got this corner here, and that we're gonna insert it a little bit, okay? And you got this corner here that will be trimmed properly. So let's drop anything really, right? Something like this here, okay? And you know, this is all fine, but then you got this corner issue, and anything you do here, it just simply will not fit, right? Because if I drop, for example, something like this, right, it just, you know, it kind of cuts. Well, in here actually it really came out really well, but you can see it kind of cuts off in here, so it doesn't look really so fantastic. So what you can do instead of this, you can just drop one of these panels, like for example from the panel 9, this one, boom, and this will really fit well with the floor. Here we got some, hang on a second, oh yes, we need to move it, so D adjust G, and let's move it on x-axis. So let's move it here, and we can cut this off here like that, and just unwrap it to empty. There we go. And you know, all you need to do is now scale this, right? So we need to D, S, and Y, or X. Come on, D, S, Y. There you go. And you know, Bob's your uncle. And then you can select these edges again, like I showed you on the previous example, and you know, run some, you know, like fillets or whatever. Something that's gonna deal with the gap here, right? Yeah, and you can create basically floors of your own design. And then, like I said, they design to literally fit anywhere. So you can do something like this, and you can just work this floor on. You can, you know, grab this bit here, and you know, I don't know, drop something like that. You see what I mean? So they just literally, you can conform them to any geo or any sort of a topology that runs underneath. And we're gonna scale this a bit on X. Come on, D S X, no, Y. There we go. Boom, right? And there you go. And the same thing here. We could just run an edge here. So scale it a bit, and D like this. There you go. And you got this kind of like a floor paneling going around, and no one's gonna, you know, complain about it because it looks really cool. All these asymmetrical cuts and edges. This is what adds interest to, and kind of like a bit, you know, makes it more believable. Than just having things completely symmetrized. Anyway, too much explanation. A pack's gonna drop this week probably, so there's gonna be a trim 9, trim 8, both textured and not textured with ID maps, so you can texture them yourself in Substance Painter, Quicksilver Mixer, or wherever you want. Plus the trim sheet 7 and trim sheet 7 bonus videos in one pack. Is gonna be really cheap, so anyone who missed it can grab it. And you know, if you guys need these two additional trim sheets, it's gonna be very affordable. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Links to all the add-ons like Hardubs, Box Cutter, and Decal Machine, etc. in the video description. If you enjoyed the vid, give us a sub and like. Thank you for watching. Catch you next video.